Afternoon, I now call to order the special town board meeting for the Arundecoit Town Board, November 4th, 2020. Visitors are invited to join board members to rise to recite the Pledge of Allegiance. Pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Roll call. Councilwoman Freeman.
Here.
Councilman Perdicone.
here.
Councilwoman Romeo.
Here.
Councilman Weiner.
Present.
Supervisor Sealy.
Present and here.
Okay, thank you.
All right, we have one order of business today, and I thank you, board members. This is to adopt the 2021 preliminary town budget. 3 weeks ago, the board members were, 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, the board members were presented the tentative budget, which is developed with Comptroller Marsh and our department heads. It really is, in effect, the supervisor's budget. Board members, we held 2 nights of workshops to go through line by line the budget, and made a few amendments to the tentative budget. Most significantly, adding back a one funded police officer. Based on board feedback, we were able to do that without any impact to the tax rate. This would propose a tax rate of $6.42. It would be significantly below the state property tax cap, which is something we're proud of, given a lot of other towns are, in order to maintain services, are having to pierce the cap, so we're happy we're staying under it. But primarily, the intent of this is now the board has taken the budget I presented. It has provided feedback, and now this is the budget we put out to the public for review and to conduct a hearing and garner feedback. At our last board meeting, we scheduled a public hearing for the 2021 budget, which will take place November 12th, 2020, 7:35 p.m. here in the Broderick Meeting Room. With that, Madam Clerk, would you call up the resolution?
I will. Resolution number 1, adopt a resolution approving the 2021 preliminary budget.
Motion?
Moved.
And a second.
Second.
Thank you. As discussed, and I'll run through the changes made to the tentative budget. And I forgot to mention another change to the expense side. We've decided to make the historian position a unpaid position, and that's based on a lot of interest I've garnered from members of the community who said they would gladly serve in that capacity on a volunteer basis. And I think it's just makes sense to make it a volunteer position, or perhaps explore making that a staff position or a responsibility of a staff member here in town. The other, so that would reduce operations by approximately $13,000. We would prorate a police position, I believe, 4 months at an expense of $29,476. We would amend revenue projections for both code enforcement as it relates to safety inspection fees, and by a tune of $10,000 to bring that to $300,000, and amend sales tax projections to $4.762 million, which would increase that by slightly under $20,000. And on the expense side, we are also adding, we are taking the historian funding. Diana, what do we do with it?
So we removed the historian position, and of the $10,390, we reallocated $10,000 to Group 4 contracted services.
Gotcha. Thank you. And that would be for which department?
It was reallocated to historian.
Okay. That is intended to be used for Mr. Kiley. We'll have to determine what program or contracted service that's aligned with it. I'm jogging my memory and I can't recall, but it would be contracted services under that line. We might need to rectify that in the adopted budget. With that, any questions or comments? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? The resolution is adopted. This concludes our robust agenda for this special town board meeting. Again, our public hearing will be held November 12th, 7:35 here in the Broderick Meeting Room at Town Hall. The budget is available and will be, after this meeting, placed on the town's website, arundecoit.org. It is also available in our clerk's office. Or if you want to knock on my door as well, I can let you look at it in my office while I work. I don't mind. The next town board workshop will be November 10th, actually, 2020, 4 p.m. here in the Broderick Meeting Room at Town Hall. Next regular town board meeting will be November 17th, 2020, 7 p.m. In the Broderick Meeting Room at 7 p.m. And then we will have a special town board meeting to adopt the 2021 budget on November 19th. There's a reason why we can't align these with the workshops and the board meetings. It has to do with certain interim time periods that need to take place between these actions that we take. So we always try and line it up, but this year it did not work out. So I thank the board members for your time and those attending those extra meetings. I will now take a motion to adjourn.
Moved.
In a second?
Second.
Thank you. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? The meeting is adjourned.
We hope you enjoyed this presentation of the Arundecoit Town Board on ICAT, Government Access. We hope you enjoyed this presentation of the Arundecoit Town Board on ICAT, Government Access.